Nintendo's next console. What's it gonna be called? What are you gonna call it? Switch 2? Are you a fucking dummy? We saw what happened with the Wii. We saw what happened with the Wii U. I mean, people thought it was an add-on. People thought it was an attachment. People didn't understand, okay? They didn't get it. So what do you call it? You call it the Revolution. No, here's what you call it. New Nintendo console. It's called the Nintendo. They just call it the Nintendo. And that's it. Nothing else. You're welcome. Think about it. Ever since the Nintendo Entertainment System first popped on the scene, all these old folks been calling every gaming console they've seen. What? Neo Geo Pocket? What is it? A Tamagotchi? No. Put your fucking Nintendo away. And it was literally a Neo Geo. It was a Digimon Pets, Neo Geo Pets Pocket Monster. It wasn't a Nintendo, is the point. Okay? But they thought it was. They thought it was.
Now I know how you're spending the holidays, watching Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo.
Playing Nintendo. Good job.
You're fired. Get out of here.
Steam Deck? No, that's a fucking Nintendo, you stupid bitch. Put it away, because they're old. They don't understand. If someone's old enough to call everything a Nintendo, they probably just hate video games in general. They just want you to put it away. And that's why they've never gone with the name the Nintendo. You don't want to name it after a demographic that exclusively hates video games. I get it. But now we have an opportunity to make it so that they are finally right. For real this time. Because it's not the Nintendo Entertainment System. It is just the Nintendo. Hey, Kramus, have you seen my Nintendo? I don't ever want to see your hands on my Nintendo again, you piece of shit. You're the reason Mom left. It's like the fucking jackpot of doing business. Why would you get rid of that? You had the Super Nintendo, then the Nintendo 64, then it just became GameCube, GameCube 2, GameCube 3. That one's not even a cube. We didn't start calling it the Nintendo Entertainment System or the NES or whatever until after the fact, but that's what it was, okay? It's the genericization effect, the genericization, whatever the fuck. The word for a gaming device. It's like Kleenex or Google. I'm gonna Google you. Hey, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna Google you. You probably wouldn't Google somebody you were talking to. You'd probably Google a place to order Chinese or something. Point is, Nintendo became that for gaming in general, which is now like the biggest entertainment industry ever. You're just gonna let that slip through your hands? Would your balls drop off or something? What a fumble. Bring it back. Capitalize. Hey, have you seen my gaming console? What are they talking about? They're talking about a Nintendo. Yeah, you're damn right they are. Talking about a Nintendo. We run this bitch, okay? This isn't gonna be your typical nerd video, by the way. This isn't gonna be your run-of-the-mill Nintendo channel bullshit, where I make a new video every day talking about Splatoon 6. No, we don't do that. This is actually my first time doing whatever this is. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff. I don't know. What are you doing with your life? How's that going? Anyway, what are we doing in the system here? Yeah, it's called the Nintendo. We get it. Great. What does it do? How does it work? Well, lately there's been some rumors that possibly the Switch 2, aka the Nintendo as it should be called, will broadcast to your TV without needing to sit in a dock. The ability to have asynchronous gameplay, dual screen, whatever the fuck. People are saying, hey, maybe we can use it to do the virtual DS, the NSO library. But what about the Wii U? Remember the Wii U? Everybody forgets about the Wii U.
Nobody fucking knew about this.
Let me tell you about a little thing about Nintendo. In 2011, Nintendo released a game called Skyward Sword. I don't know what the accent I'm doing is. But in it, Aonuma wanted a world in which he could fly around to islands floating in the sky. But it wasn't so seamless. There were loading screens, heavy feeling of separation between the worlds.
While he is journeying back and forth between these worlds, the mystery of why the worlds have been divided becomes clear to him.
Because it's a cheap PS2 dressed up like a Mac.
They didn't fully achieve the vision, is what I'm saying. However, last year, they released a game that did achieve that vision. Almost as as if Nintendo doesn't let things go. Does that mean we're gonna get a virtual reality machine at some point? That they just hopped out a little bit too early with the whole Virtual Boy thing? I don't know. I don't think they're doing virtual reality yet. I think they will come back to it though, because they don't let go. And I don't think they let go of the Wii U either. That asynchronous gameplay. But here was the problem with the Wii U. It didn't work on its own. You couldn't take it anymore. It was just a thing that received the signal from the console. I kind of saw the Switch coming. It was like, man, if they could just make this thing work without being tethered, that would be amazing. It just seemed kind of obvious that they would eventually consolidate the two, and they did. And I called my grandfather a few years earlier and asked for a little bit of money to invest in Nintendo in 2015. And he was like, nah, I can't do that. But the Switch also has to be tethered. You can't hold it in your hands while the TV is playing. And there's one way to solve this. How? Well, as the rumors have indicated, you could have the Switch 2 capable of transmitting image to the TV as well as display it in front of you.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Or, here's an idea. Instead of making everybody buy their own handheld, it's going to be super expensive.
As an option, the problem is
Cost.
you will cost and
But if you allow people to use their existing Switch systems as a controller for the new Switch. That's right, Switch 1. We all have like 16 of them at this point. Those become controllers for the new system. Think about it. Just requires a firmware update. It's all good, baby. Just a firmware update. That's all you need. Here's the other angle. A lot of people are asking, will Nintendo sell the most systems with the Switch? Because it's at like 140 something, 140-ish mil. And the PS2 sold 155, which means it's got a little while to go. And it's running out of steam. It's not selling as good as they thought. A lot of people are wondering if they're gonna make it. Well, here's how you make it. If the Switch becomes a controller for the Switch 2, maybe I'll buy an extra one. Not me. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. No more. No more Nintendo. But some people might be like, yeah, grab me a Switch. Especially if we get a price cut. A price cut? Could happen. Nintendo wants that record. They need it. And to complete this philosophy, you make it the ultimate Nintendo device. All games, your entire library, your catalog, everything everybody cares about, update or even replace the emulators for some of these that are a little more disappointing. And for the love of God, if there's one other thing, fix the online shit. It's so bad. Make it good. Give us the Nintendo. Power to the player. Or whatever. Do it, Nintendo. Do it. Fuck, dude, they're probably gonna call it like Switch P. They're gonna call it the Swatch. Oh, they're gonna call it the Nintendo. You got it. It's gonna be called the Nintendo Let's Go and Share Our Lives Together. Now featuring the fitness ring. They're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna fuck this up somehow. Just make it a Switch too. Just upgrade the CPU. Actually, you can probably just get away with that and just charge like a little bit more really outdated hardware. Yeah, just keep it simple. Just make it better. They're not gonna do that. They won't do that. The Nintendo Whammy Whammy Wazzle. That's what they're gonna call it probably. Can't wait to introduce this part of the Nintendo cycle to audience who jumped in during the Switch. Oh yeah, just hold tight. This is gonna take probably 10 years for them to find their way again. But they do. Can't rush genius. You can't rush quality.